So let's jump right in and get an update on the renminbi. And to join us for that, we have Alton Chan. He is the regional head for North Asia at Clearstream Banking. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Nice to have you with us. So I understand you are going to be giving a masterclass.
The internationalization of the CNY, the Chinese currency.
Okay.
Or some people call it the RMB, the renminbi.
So let's talk a little bit about that. How has that internationalization evolved?
Well, basically, for China over the last 2 decades, it has developed into one of the biggest trading nations and the second largest economy in the world. So it is in their interest to develop its currency, the RMB, as an international currency. And together the fact that they are one of the biggest trading nations. So they also want to enable RMB as a settlement currency with their trading partner. So in the last 10 years, there are a few measures, some are important, some are less, in the developing RMB as an international currency. I think the milestones are started in 2004, when Chinese government for the first time allowed residents outside China to buy and sell RMB with a limit, 20,000. That's the first time outside China. And then they waited until 2007, and at that time they allowed the financial institution, the mainland financial institution, to issue the offshore RMB bonds in Hong Kong, which is the start of the dim sum bond, so to speak. And then in 2009, the Chinese government first time issued the dim sum bond in Hong Kong, the government bonds. And in the same year, they allowed the companies in 5 mainland Chinese cities to settle their trade with the ASEAN, the 10 countries, 10 ASEAN countries in the Hong Kong offshore RMB market. And in the last couple of years, there are some gradual refinement, some changes to allow the flow of the RMB onshore and offshore to be easier accessible to the market.
But it's not been without some big challenges, hasn't it? Tell us about some
Absolutely.
of those challenges.
I think even nowadays, the market wants more efficiency. But in my view, there are 2 fundamental challenges the market face and the regulator. One is convertibility. The RMB is not freely convertible as of today. You can buy, but there's a limit. And you can move to China, but you need the FDI, the foreign direct investment approval. And the second challenge is the fungibility. You heard of the CNH, you heard of CNY, but why do we need different terminology? It's the fact that there's RMB in Hong Kong or in Singapore or in London, they are not fungible with the mainland CNY. So for the broker-dealer, for the investment community, they need to identify the settlement delivery. So resulting in those 2 fundamental requirements, we see a problem in the demand and supply, where the RMB deposit in Hong Kong is about 550 billion, which is less than 100 billion US. So this is not big in any numbers. So at times when people get caught in an overdraft position, they need to pay hefty penalty rate. And likewise, for the other aspect is investment opportunity or the lack of it. With those deposits in Hong Kong, there's little opportunity for them to invest. So you see the HIBOR, the interbank rate in Hong Kong, is about 0.8%, while the Shanghai interbank rate is ranging something like 3.8. And mind you, they're the same currency, but they are not fungible. So the problem is that the investor who accumulate the RMB in the expectation that the RMB will appreciate will find that they are sitting with the RMB and not getting the return they are hoping for. So with these challenges, I think the government, the market, want to improve, and I think they're doing something, but not enough. And right now, I think there are 49 securities tradable in the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, which are RMB denominated.
Okay, well, unfortunately, we've run out of time.
Right.
Thanks very much for that.